に返す。
Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Kite Anime. If you are a fan of an anime where MC is a woman and many boys following her, then you are in the right place. Because in today's video we will gonna talk about 10 reverse harem anime that you have probably never heard of. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with this video. Starting with number 10, anime Non 9. Here's the story, guys. In a futuristic era, the world is a peace-bringing entity, where the airship Non task is to deliver the 9 ability users to the world. After collecting the last person, Non takes off, including on board are 8 men and 3 women, where the first one is Kohuru, who has finally escaped her loneliness and also hates her destructive powers. Second is Mikato Kuga, born to be a noble family, who uses her barrier skill to protect the known and those it carries. And the last, Nanami Shironoi, whose ability only brings space and who wishes to die for a past sin that she has committed. While en route, suspicious arise among the passengers when they realize there are too many people on board. As they try to determine who has snuck off board, the ship is attacked by unknown assailant, aiming to stop the non-progress at all costs. From these chaos arise questions: why were they granted power and what must they do once they reach the world? On the number 9th anime we have Libra of Nil Admirari. The Taishu era didn't end in 15 years but went for another 25 years. In order to protect her waning family, a girl resolved to marry a man she doesn't even know the name of. However, just before the marriage was to take place, the girl's youngest brother mysteriously committed suicide by self-immolation and was found holding a book in his hand. Appearing before the young girl was the Imperial Library Intelligence Assist Management Bureau, more commonly referred to as Fukuro. According to these men, there exist Maremono, which are books that greatly affect their readers. On top of that, ever since this incident involving the girl's youngest brother, she unwittingly gains the ability to seize aura, in short, the sentiments of Maremono, which manifest as bright light and are usually invisible to humans. It was as though fate were trying to drag the girls in its flame. And then, even though apprehensive, the girl chooses to venture outside her bird cage. Jealousy, hatred, scorn, compassion, and love. What awaited the girl was only the darkness of betrayal that had already begun to bewitchingly inlay the imperial capital. Toyed by and shrouded within the darkness, will the girl finally reach the truth after her struggle or not? On the number 8 anime we have Hakuoki, Demon of the Flirting Blossom. Here's the story, guys. In 1864 Japan, a young woman named Chizuru Yukimura is searching for her missing father, whose name is Kudo, a doctor by trade whose work was often take him far from home. But no word from him in months, Chizuru disguises herself as a man and heads to Kyoto in search for him. Attracting the attention of Ronin, She tries to hide and ends up witnessing a horrifying sight: the Ronin being brutally murdered by a crazy white-haired man. In the startling turn of events, members of Shinsengumi arrive to displace the creature, but Chihiro's safety doesn't last long, as this group of men tie her up and take her back to their headquarters, unsure of whether to let her live or silence her permanently. However, once she reveals the name of her father, the Shinsengumi decide to keep her safe, as they have too been searching for him. But Kudo is more connected to the Shinsengumi than they let on, and soon Chizuru finds herself embroiled in a conflict between the Shinsengumi and their enemies, as well as the political tension between Kyoto.
そういえば私、監視されてるんでした。もしかして、私の独り言も全部、聞かれてた。これ、もう絶対聞かれてた。どちら様でしょうか？
On the number 6 anime we have Kiniro no Corda. Here's the story, guys. Shiaso Academy is a prestigious high school that sorts students into two major groups: general studies, characteristic by distinguished grey uniform, and music studies, characteristic by pristine white uniform. While rushing to class one morning, general studies student Kahako Hino has a chance encounter with Lily, a small fairy, searching for someone with the ability to see her. Lily flies away and Kohako, puzzled by their meeting, and then she continues on her way. Later that day, the participants of a school-wide music competition are announced, and all of them are unsurprisingly music studies students, at least until Kohako's name is read out. Immediately tracking down Lily, the small fairy gifts Kohako a magical violin and convinces her to participate in the competition. Kiniro no Corda follows Kohako's endeavors alongside Lily, as the young student must now face the challenges of a competition and go head to head against her competitors, while navigating a new world of classical music.
君に会いに来たんだ。
On the number 5th anime we have Bonjour Sweet Love Patisserie. With dreams of becoming a patisserie, Shiori Harino has worked hard for a scholarship to Florence Confectionery Academy, an elite school designed to train world-class pastry chefs. This staff consists of unrivaled patisserie who work with absolute precision. The prince like Mitsuki Ai, famous for his work with the chocolate, and the friendly and extroverted Gilbert Hanafusa, an expert in confectionery hailing from France. And the last, stoic Yoshinosuke Suzumi, who has perfected the art of Japanese sweet. Upon admission to the school, Sayuri is thrust into a world of advanced baking, surrounded by both supportive and charming staff and fascinating classmates. Sayuri's attention is captured by the dedicated Ryo Koizaki, who seems to share the same determination to achieve his dream. Sayuri is set on the path for greatness, and her newly cultivated culinary skills will help her handle any challenge the school throws her way. On the number 4th anime we have 100 Sleeping Prince and the Kingdom of Dreams. Here's the story, guys. The heroine is a normal girl until one day she is invited to another world and becomes the princess of Dream World, where people use dream as the energy to live. But one day, the dream world is being attacked by something called Yumekui, Dream Eater, and many princes are attacked by it. The heroine must wake them up to save the dream world, as the princes are unable to wake up due to having their dreams stolen. On the number 3rd anime we have Starry Sky. Here's the story, guys. Formerly an all-boys school, Shigatsu Academy is now a co-ed institution that harnesses student knowledge in astronomy. In this regard, Tsukiko Yahisa enrolls as the first and only female student in the academy. By her side, her childhood best friend Kanata Nanami and Shuzoya Tozaki, who shield her from the advances of the student body. As Tsukiko learns to navigate her new environment, she encounters the 13 distinguished boys who are based on the Western zodiac star sign. Eventually, Tsukiko's involvement with these boys drags her deeper into star-crossed route that will entangle her in numerous affairs. On the number 2nd anime we have Kamigami no Asobi. Here's the story, guys. After discovering a mysterious sword in the storehouse of her home, third-year high school student Yui Kusanagi finds herself suddenly transported to a different world. While exploring her new surroundings, she meets 5 strange yet handsome men before coming face to face with the Zeus, the king of gods. In order to restore the relationship between the gods and the human, Zeus has created the Academy of Gods and has chosen Yui to be its own one and only instructor. She has 1 year to educate the young and irrelevant deities, including the 5 strangers she met earlier, on what it means to be human while learning about God herself, otherwise they will all be trapped in Zeus' realm forever. Finally, on the number 1 anime we have the Story of Saiunkoku. Here's the story, guys. Shuriko, the daughter of a noble yet impoverished family, is a clever young lady who dreams of becoming a government official and contributing towards her country. However, her dream is out of her reach, as such a position is forbidden to women. While her father works as a low-wage job as an archivist at the palace, Shuri has to juggle odd jobs to make ends meet. Then one day an unexpected visit changes her life. Shuri is called to assist Ryoki C, the new emperor, who is known for slacking on his duty and preferring the company of men. Tempted by generous compensation, she readily accepted the chances to become the young emperor's consort for 6 months. Luckily, she is not alone, as Sharin Shi, her trusted friend, joins her as Ryoki's bodyguard. While tasked with transforming the new emperor into responsible ruler, court life and politics prove troublesome, as Shuri faces the challenges of her new life. Set in a fictional country, the story of Saiunkoku centers on the idea of meaningful leadership, its advertise, and the reward that come alongside a prospering nation. I hope friends all of you enjoy this video, and if you really enjoy this video then please share love by likes and comments, and don't forget to subscribe our channel.